What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Nerdpool Prime, and I'm here with a very, very special guest, Noah from Noah's Amazing Reviews. So how you doing today, Noah?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. So, and for people who don't know, your knowledge is just out of this world, especially with when it comes to like Donny Cates and Deadpool and stuff like that. So how did you get started in comics?
So my dad brought me and my brother to a Stanley LA Comic Con, and each time he would allow me to meet and see Stan Lee, but he would also allow me to pick out some comic books. And when I read them, I was hooked to them. And I never got off the train of being hooked.
Now that is awesome because, you know, I've said this on my podcast before that one of the first things that got me into reading was comic books because I didn't want to read. So, and to hear that you're reading so much now, it reminds me of a young me, like when they would give me a stack of comic books and I would just read them all and be like, what's next? Like, when's the next issue coming out? And I feel like, we were talking about this before, I feel like you are what we all feel inside when it comes to like comic books. Like we see how happy and how joyful you get like looking and reading comic books, and it just makes us all like reminisce in the times where we were like that. And I think you're just so great for the community because so many people feel the way you do, but they're not okay with showing it, and you have no problem showing it. That is so awesome. So, and this a lot of people might not know, you've got some, I mean, a lot of us follow big names in the comic industry, but I think you've got a few that follow you.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Ready, set, Comic-Con, Donny Cates, Rob Liefeld, Ray Park, Matt Kent, Mike Zeck, John Beatty, Ron Garney, and Raf Grassetti.
See, and you know, when I first, because I have a couple artists that followed me, like I've got Ario Anindito, the one who's doing the Star Wars comics right now for Marvel, and Daniel J. Jose, I think his last name is, the guy who's writing the Star Wars High Republic Adventures comics. Like, so I've got like two normal artists and writers, and you've got like these legends that follow you, and there's a reason for that because you're just so amazing. It's not, there's a reason why your reviews are called Noah's Amazing Reviews, because it kind of just basically is you.
Yeah, and I think the people that are following you are super amazing.
They definitely are, but they're not quite on Donny Cates level, even though they're pretty awesome.
Right.
Because I've said this before, Cates is just absolutely amazing. And we're gonna go a little off topic from what we talked about. Did you hear that he's they gave him the keys to the Hulk?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what he does with the Hulk after he did with what we did with Venom, because as you know, that run with King in Black was just absolutely amazing.
And it was the best thing ever. It was a blessing from God.
Yeah, basically, no, it was literally that good. And now to see him work on the Hulk, I'm super excited for that. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, obviously, your favorite, one of your favorites is Cates and, you know, Liefeld. So, who is your favorite comic book writer? Ooh, I know it's a tough one.
Chris Claremont, Matt Kent, and Nick Spencer, the guy who's doing the current run of Spider-Man. And I actually have a 9/8 cover of the Spider-Man where it's Spider-Man's head made out of webs, but it's the red one, and it's the Virgin that's $55 plus going down.
Ooh. Yeah, the new Spider-Man runs, I have quite a few of the issues. I haven't read it yet. I've got as you know, as a comic book reader, that comic book to read pile just starts growing and growing and growing and growing no matter how much you read. So that whole Spider-Man run is in my to read pile, but that pile is just getting out of control at this point. So we've talked about your favorite writer. Who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artists are Rob Liefeld, Scotty Young, Ryan Stegman, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, Peter Momoko, Alex Ross, Patrick Gleason, J. Scott Campbell, Frank Miller, and Ron Garney.
See, and if people want to know, this is what I was talking about. Do you see the names that he is like dropping? Like these are like amazing artists, and so people are like, he's only 7 years old. He doesn't know that much. Oh no, he knows. He's forgotten more about comics than most people will know in their entire lifetime. So that's definitely you're welcome. You're definitely one of the. One of the reasons that makes this community so awesome, and you even got some recognition recently from Comic Tom 101. What is tell us about that?
Like, I felt amazing. It was a dream come true. Like, I was mind blown to see my face. Like, I was surprised I was even mentioned because Comic Tom's probably one of the biggest names in the world.
Yeah. Oh no, he definitely is. And like I said, he is just at the top. So if you get noticed by someone like that, that should just tell you everything, because that's really impressive, and that's why you get noticed and things like that. The Masked Incognito said that you know more than him, and then listen on some of the like the Donny Cates stuff. Like, 'cause I'll admit, like, I haven't been reading new comics until recently. I was working on backlogs before Donny Cates. So I'm new on Cates, and there's not been a single thing that I've read that I haven't absolutely loved. And you know a lot more about Donny Cates than I do. and I consider myself a very knowledgeable person, and you blow me out the water. That's for sure. So so you do a lot of reviews, is there any specific like comic right now that just like blew you away?
My favorite series so far just ended, Kingdom Black. That was
yeah, that definitely blew me away too. The one of the new runs that I'm reading that has just been getting better and better with each issue is both Nocterra, Radiant Black, and then of course Berserker. You know I'm a big fan of Berserker.
Yeah, Berserker's the best.
Did you end up ever getting that that second print foil signed?
Not yet.
When you do, I definitely want to see that, because that cover, it just like is just so like signature worthy. Like it just like you see that cover, you're like, yeah, that deserves a signature. That deserves like 5 signatures, even though there's probably only 3 that would sign it. So, you know, you do a lot of things in the community, like you sell some of your comic books for charity. Is there any like charity events in the future?
Comic Books for Kids is the charity. So it's simple to understand. We send the comic books to children's hospitals that I help a lot, and they're basically the best charity I've found so far. So help it out.
And then and that's another thing that we were talking about, how that would also set you apart. Like I work with Water for People, who try to bring sustainable water to people all around the world that don't have it. So like both of us here, like you're trying to help kids get in and get into that ground level and read comics, and that helps them, because like we were talking earlier, reading comics is not just reading comics. It's learning vocabulary, it's learning to read, and it helps get a lot of people into reading, which is the foundation of education, and that's always good. Yeah, I bet you read at like a higher grade level than pretty much any of your friends, because as many comics as you read. So you're I know you're a big fan of comics. Are you watching any of the Marvel Disney Plus shows?
Yeah, I'm watching. I just finished the first season of Sweet Tooth.
Nice.
I just watched the first episode of Loki.
Oh man, how good was Loki?
It was amazingly good.
Oh my god. There was so much in that episode that literally just kind of like changes how you look at every single MCU movie and installment to date. I mean, that was one of my I've been saying for a while that I thought out of all three of them, Loki was going to be the best, and I think after that first episode, I definitely may be right on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And I just finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier a little bit ago. And
How'd you like that? Because a lot of people have different opinions on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Some say it was good, some say it was okay. I thought it was amazing.
I thought it was even better than, like, it was mind-blowing. And my dad agrees.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And what they were able to do to make all that like real world aspects come into play and to make it fold right into the MCU. Oh man, that was just so good to see, because as you know, the comics have always been like that. Like, you know, back in the day with the civil rights movement, that was around the time the X-Men started, and they were pushing X-Men as like an allegory for racism and how the mutants were treated. So it was good to see the MCU starting to be more like the comics.
You're right. And I really, really love the WandaVision. There's that kind of mystery. There's also like insane moments. It's literally the best show.
And you know what was so good about WandaVision was that it kept you guessing, and like it never let you think that once you thought you knew what was going on, they flipped it and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was definitely, this is definitely a great time to be a nerd, and with all the Marvel movies and everything coming out, I bet you're really excited for Spider-Man, huh?
Yeah, I'm literally so hyped.
Where we should expect the trailer coming out soon. From what I hear, it's coming out next week with the Peter Rabbit 2 release. So I'm gonna be honest, I might go to the movies just to see that movie, just to see if the trailer's there, because that's definitely something I think we're all waiting on.
But also, did you see that Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage is coming out?
Oh, yes. I mean, we've been waiting for that. You know, I actually called when the trailer was going to be released on Samurai Sundays. That day, I was like, anyone know anything about the Venom? And I just go on my phone. I'm like, hold on, let me see what I can find. Oh, according to what I'm seeing, it's coming out tomorrow. So what they did was they literally sold 2 first appearance of Carnage graded that night, a 9.4 and a 9.8. And then literally a couple hours later, boom, Venom 2. Let There Be Carnage trailer.
Oh my. I hope they sold it for a little bit more than it's selling right now.
Excuse me. They got quite a nice little chunk for that. And I was like, do I get a commission? Because you guys wouldn't have sold that without me. So, out of all, you're reading a lot of comics. What is your favorite comic right now?
Probably my favorite comics are basically the Spider-Man run. I really like that run. And let me think. Probably if Berserker, yeah, that's gonna have a free. The Batman / Fortnite 0 Point. That's a good one. And
with Snake Eyes fighting Batman, you can't like you can't like ask for anything cooler than that, really.
Yeah.
Have you been reading any of the Batman runs?
Probably I've been a little bit focused on the Batman / Fortnite.
Because those anything by I think I'm gonna say his name wrong, Tinian, the guy who's doing the Joker run and who's doing the Batman, all that stuff is really good right now too. I've been really impressed with a lot of the DC stuff lately. I know you're more of a Marvel kind of guy because you like Deadpool so much, but I I'm a equal opportunity. I'll read anything. Like I don't care if it's a major independent. I know like Berserker's an independent and a really good one, and that's what do you think about that? Like nowadays, there's so many good indie comics, a lot more than I remember growing up. What do you think? How you think the industry's changing?
Yeah, I think it's really starting to get more heating up.
Yeah, it's definitely like a lot of good comics out, whether it's either any of the two major or the independents. But yeah, it's definitely definitely pretty cool that we have so much good content that we can just get to read now and watch and everything like that. Excuse me. So, do you have any like big events or anything that you want to talk about and promote?
Yeah, probably someday in this year you can expect me doing a comic books for kids live sale.
I actually jumped into one of yours. Those books were going quick because when it's for charity, people are more willing to spend, in my opinion. I'm actually thinking about doing a charity auction for water for people who they try to help get sustainable water for people around the world. So I'm still in the works. I'm talking with them and I'm talking with Whatnot to try to see if we can get something rolling with that. But yeah, and you just have, and you got some good comics. I went in there and I was trying to get some comics, and I was like, oh man, they're getting really expensive. That charity is going to get a lot of money right about now.
And you know what? I'm working on my own variant.
Really?
Yep.
For what comic?
Probably Boom Studios.
Nice. I'm waiting. I'm supposed to interview Ross Ritchie sometime at the end of the summer. We've been talking for a few months now, and he got super busy with everything that was going on. He was like, "Yeah, definitely at the end of the summer, I'll open up again for some podcasts, and I'm definitely gonna want to talk to you." I'm been so impressed with what he's been able to do with Boom Studios.
Oh my, that's so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of, oh hey, look who's here. We got the Duff crews in here. We got Duffy, we got Hard to Come By. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Duffy.
If you guys got any questions for Noah or for me, I mean, I know Noah's cooler than I am. Just go ahead and throw them in the chat, and we'll get them in a little bit. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of big stuff. I'm about to interview Ario Anindito as well, the Star Wars artist too. At the end of the month here. Yeah, I think we both have a lot of really big things in the works, and we can only talk about a few of them because we know how things go, where things might fall through, or if we tell the wrong person, it might get out and everyone knows. So we're going to keep some stuff on the DL, but everyone definitely going to want to, if you're not following Noah on Instagram and YouTube, you're definitely missing out because he does amazing reviews, as the name says. He wouldn't have got a shout out by Comic Tom 101 if he wasn't the real deal.
Thank you.
Jeff asked if you're doing anything with Comic Tom in the future, and I'm going to go ahead and step in and say, stay tuned. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. You got to stay tuned. We can't give away anything too much, but just stay tuned.
Yep, we can't give away anything at all. The whole world would tell everyone, and it wouldn't be
exactly
anymore. And then,
Duffy asked what was your favorite book. We talked about that as a Spider-Man book, and we definitely were talking about how excited we are for Donny Cates to get his hands on the Hulk.
And my favorite book that we talked about is Whalesville.
Yeah, Duff, you might want to go snatch a whole bunch of those up, because if Noah's endorsing it being good, then then all of a sudden it's going to be like unattainable, because if Noah says it's good, then it's good. Simple as that.
It's just good. It's a good story. Like, none of it made me confused. All of it was understandable. And I really loved it, even if it was just one issue and then boom, the series is done.
Do you have the cover that you can show off so maybe Duffy can go hunt one down?
Yeah, I have the cover. And it's also done by Matt Kent.
So yeah, Kent's a really good writer, so that's definitely something
I'm trying to get out of the
you
perfect.
might want to take a look at.
Perfect.
That's pretty awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to take a look and see if I can find one of those. So, and since we're showing off some stuff, I thought I would show off something that I think is actually, you know what? Actually, I think it might even be older than me. Hold on, let me look at the date. No, I'm 2 years older than this, so it's definitely almost as old as me, and it's older than Noah. It's my Ninja Turtle Raphael, still in the package from 1989.
Oh my.
1989. It's almost as old as me, and I'm an old fart.
Wow. Is it okay if I show out something?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got some amazing stuff.
Here is the original Deadpool action figure.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, now.
Oh, so we've got some original action figures, huh? How about an original Qui-Gon Jinn from the Phantom Menace? Or how about C-3PO this is from the Phantom Menace before he got all his exterior coating.
That is so cool.
A battle-worn battle droid. And then this is my favorite, and I'm so upset because I don't have his helmet anymore. I don't know what happened to it, and it hurts my feelings, but Jango Fett.
Mm.
Look at this. We definitely weren't thinking about showing off a whole bunch of stuff, but no, two nerds in a room, we can't help ourselves.
The sign one. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. If we want to talk about original figures, and how about Ray Park?
Oh! And see, and this is why you are amazing, because I had one of those, but I don't have it anymore, and I definitely didn't have it in the package or signed. That is just wow. That is honestly, I don't get jealous at many people's things much, but I'm jealous of that one.
Super cool. I'm gonna hit on and put this.
Oh, man, a signed Darth Maul action figure. Whew. And I thought I was cool with my Ninja Turtle. Jeff says he heard that you're going to be in the next Star Wars movie. Is that true?
Huh? We'll see.
Oh, I like that. That cryptic answer.
So,
Just for the that would be really cool. I'm just gonna say that right there. If you want to talk about something that I would be forever jealous of.
made it even cooler and to make you more jealous, I'm friends with Ray Park.
You're so cool. No, see, this I was talking to your dad about this, how you're amazing and people see that, and you're just starting your journey in this let's say community, your family. You are going to be a force to be reckoned with for many years to come in this community, and it's just an absolute honor to, like, first of all, talk to you and meet you, but to just be able to see you progress, because this is just the beginning. This is the tip of the iceberg for you, and you're gonna leave all of us in the dust, and we're all gonna be like, hey, remember we used to hang out with Noah? Yeah, he's not hanging out with Donnie Cates all the time. He doesn't need us anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna show you one more thing. The original Reverine and original.
Oh my god, that is I see, I remember playing with those as a kid. Like that just brought me so far back. And that's what I'm talking about. Your love for all this stuff is just like, it's just so amazing. It makes us all feel like a kid again. And that's something that we all need from time to time. And I really, really hope that you just continue and want to continue just growing and just as the years go on, you look back and go, man, this is a pretty cool ride.
But also, Kyle, thank you so much for having me on your live. And I hope you have a great year and day. And make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Noah's Amazing Reviews, so you can see the best reviews, the best unboxes, and the best things.
And that is not an over-exaggeration at all. He gets excited because he has every right to, because his reviews and stuff are that awesome. Sorry, that amazing. Let's use the correct brand word. Amazing.
And also, sometimes I even game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I play
I'm guessing Fortnite, right?
Yep. Follow my Instagram, Those Amazing Reviews. No spaces. No
Definitely. And anyone who's watching, definitely check out Noah's Amazing Reviews. It's one of the few channels that I watch like almost religiously. I literally don't watch much because it influences my stuff, to be honest. I don't get a chance to watch all the channels I love, but I make an exception for pages like yours. Oh, wait, Jeanette, hi. Welcome to the show, Jeanette. Yeah, his collection is pretty amazing, absolutely, and it's just getting bigger day by day.
And if anyone wants me to show you my collection, I want to this. You then tell me.
And Duffy says you're the greatest plug in the business, and Jeff Hard to Come By says Noah is the best hype man ever.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, it's been truly an honor speaking with you, and there's been this. I think this might just be the first of a ongoing thing. I think we'll have to definitely do maybe a crossover. Donnie Cates little pun intended there,
Mm-hmm.
and talk later, and definitely looking forward to just watching everything that you have in store. And like I said, stay tuned. Both Nerdpool Prime and Noah's Amazing Reviews, we've got a lot of stuff in the works. So if you don't want to miss out, you definitely need to subscribe and like and then do all of that good YouTube and algorithm jazz so that we can all stay tuned and watch some amazing stuff coming forward. But again, like I said, it's been truly an honor. And I thank you for making the time, because I know you have a ridiculously busy schedule, as does your dad. And I really appreciate you taking time out to come chat with me for a little bit.
But also, let me say one more word before I end off.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.
Absolutely. I second that. I appreciate everyone who's here. Some people actually even live right now. And if you're watching this later on the replay, I still love you too. And so does Noah. We appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, like Noah said, if you like the content, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Nerd Tweeted Movie Podcast, Noah's Amazing Reviews. Thank you for stopping by, and we will see you guys very, very soon.
Bye. Make sure to wear your mask when you go to stores.
Absolutely. I wear too, and I'm vaccinated, to be honest with you. So definitely follow suit. We can only save the world together.
So, bye. Make sure to save the world and help it.
All right, Noah, have a good rest of your night. And thank you for joining me tonight.
Bye.
Bye. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you like the content, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. It's totally free, and it helps me out a lot, and the algorithm doesn't like all of us very much. So, again, thank you for stopping by, and we appreciate everything that you said to us tonight. This is your host, Nerdpool Prime, signing off. Oh, by the way, like I want to say, there will be still more content from Nerdpool, Nerd Tweet and a Movie Podcast. There'll be a full Loki breakdown this weekend, as well as a full podcast episode. So definitely want to like, share, subscribe.